Hey guys, I wanted to add to what this first video showed you. I think this video does a pretty good job of introducing the idea of outlining, but really outlining is more than just this because this is really just main idea and then a list of facts. And really what you want to do with an outline is you want to prioritize your main point and your subpoint. So here the main point is the Middle Ages, right? So that's our main point. That's why you put an A there. And then we want to look under that. There's two subpoints I would do. One is that Europe was at its height in the 1200s. And as you can see, PowerPoint wants to build an outline. So when you see PowerPoint start to do that weird stuff, that's actually the outlining feature in PowerPoint. So here we go. Point 1, there's my point 2. Now, the next point should not just be listed as point 3 because plague is a quick and deadly disease. This point right here is really explaining this one. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to go back and I'm going to make this a little point A. Let's see how that works. There we go. There it is as like a little point A. And the little point A signifies that this belongs under this. And I would say the same thing with this next one. Black Death was actually bubonic plague. So those two are both describing this main point. And really this next one also fits under here, but it's actually even that. It's a subpoint of this because it's describing what was bubonic plague. Okay? So by doing that, this gives us a better understanding of how an outline works. So let's say we wanted to move on to another big point, and see when I pull this over here, PowerPoint thinks maybe it's another point. It should. So I could do Renaissance, and then under here I could do point A, blah, 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 point B, or I'm sorry, point 2, I should say that. Something like that, okay? And see, the reason this helps you with your notes is because you just run through here, Middle Ages, Europe at its height, Black Death, and then everything about Black Death is going to be stuck under here. So if you're not interested in learning about the Black Death, or you don't need to know about the Black Death, you would move on to the next section, which in this case would be Renaissance or whatever, okay? So that's one example of there, and this is going to make it look a little bit nicer. There we go. That's how I want it to look when I'm doing my outline. Okay, so that gives you a little bit of an outline. Let me do another example, just kind of for fun, something that might be easy, easy for us all to understand. So let's do classes at Energy. So there's going to be 4 classes here. I'm going to put history, and then you could do a subpoint of that, taught by Tate, covers the entire world, and of course you would want to say lots of fun if you like work. Okay, so that's everything I want to say about that, and then I want to make a separate one for the next class. And the next class I'm going to do is going to be English. And here it would be taught by Matthew. Is there an S on her name? I always get that wrong. Reading, whatever. You could say we're reading Gilgamesh now. Are you also reading Gilgamesh? I don't even know. Also fun if you like reading. And chemistry. That would be our next one. So guys, you get the idea, right? I mean, it's just that I'm just trying to show you guys how an outline would look and the purposes of this. So it allows you, again, to easily organize information. So if you're, classes at Energy, I just want to know about English. Boom, your eyes go down to there. You read about English, you got all the information you need. And later you can go back and read history or chemistry or whatever. So this gives you guys an idea of what we're looking at with outlining. Obviously, whenever you're doing a historical passage, it's going to be a little more complicated than the one I've done here. Just like everything with your notes, guys, try things, experiment, try to find your own style, find something that works for you, okay? I want you to try something new because I want you to find the best way for you to keep track of information. Important skill, not just for my class, but for life. All right, guys, have a great weekend. I'm going to check the work that you're doing related to this. Just put it in your reading notes. And the kingdom of the African kingdom that you're going to be reading about. Put in your notes, and I'll be looking at it on Monday.